Alright, guys, welcome back to part number 2. I guess we are down to our number 9 of our top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time, in our personal opinion. So, Jerome, who is your number 9?
Number 9. He had many gimmicks, but they all resembled the same theme. You may have known as the Dead Man or the American Badass. My favorite, The Undertaker. 21-1 at WrestleMania. That guy is legit because I can't think of another wrestler who's been around quite as long as he. I mean, he debuted in Survivor Series 1990, and his last match was against Lesnar.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. One thing I love about The Undertaker, that dude delivered the greatest fucking chair shots I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the one on Kennedy. He fucking broke that chair over his head like an accordion, and then you had Shawn Michaels in Hell in a Cell. Oh, Hell in a Cell matches. He was part of the greatest Hell in a Cell match of all time. The chair shot on Brock Lesnar. The reason why that because you got to see the chair. It folded over his fucking head like someone took the jaws of life to it. Okay?
It made a huge dent.
Oh, huge dent. Surprised his fucking brains ain't scrambled. But yeah, favorite is the Hell in the Cell matches. You know, with Shawn Michaels, he was the first with Shawn Michaels. You had Mick Foley. You had I think it was Batista. My favorite Hell in a Cell is him and Triple H with Shawn Michaels. I'm jealous bastard because you were there.
I was there.
You were there. Oh, it kills me. I mean, he was over here in Phoenix at WrestleMania when he wrestled Shawn Michaels twice.
Right, hell yeah.
25.
26.
That's the top 10 greatest matches in history. You know, the dude is awesome, and, you know, he's almost 50 years old. You gotta let him be. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and all you people who say, oh, he's part-timers, get that shit out. Throw that bullshit out the window, okay? The reason why they have part-timers is because the current shit sucks.
Exactly.
Yeah, Undertaker, my numero 9.
Alrighty. My number 9 is a guy who was the best. No, he is the best in the world at what he does. And I, of course, I'm talking about Y2J Chris Jericho. This guy is an absolute workhorse. He made it in ECW, in WCW, where he was the Cruiserweight champion. He should have
played the chicken heel in WCW.
Oh, yeah. Chicken shit heel, where he was like, oh, this is a conspiracy. I want my title back. Give me back my holds. Yeah, him and his feuds with Dean Malenko were some of the best I've ever seen. It really sucks that he never really got that big of a push with him and Goldberg, and like people really wanted to see that. People really wanted to see him against Goldberg, and it's a shame that he didn't. It's a shame that he wasn't like promoted to the upper card, but what are you gonna do?
He was part, and also one of my favorite matches ever. Him and Shawn Michaels at 19.
Oh yeah, WrestleMania 19.
Arguably the best WrestleMania of all time.
My favorite WrestleMania of all time. And then he came to the WWE, and he freaking made that place back in the day. Back when,
go ahead.
like back when wrestling was wrestling, they had guys like Jericho, they had guys like Guerrero, they had Malenko, they had Perry Saturn, they had Chris Benoit.
My favorite is when he messes with Stephanie McMahon.
Oh yeah.
Like, my favorite line, because, you know, he had Rhino, and Stephanie McMahon, you know, she got her breast implants and whatnot. He's like, we have the core, you know, the gore, and the whore.
The whore. What was it? The filthy, disgusting, bottom-feeding trash bag. Ho! I mean, this guy is amazing in the ring, amazing on the mic. This guy is just amazing.
He was like the Roddy Piper of the generation.
Exactly. He is. Well, yeah, I can see that.
Mike wise, wrestling skills are different, but Mike skills wise and personality, oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah, by far. I mean, and his podcast is one of the best.
Oh yeah.
Talk is Jericho is the shit. I listen to it every single day. Every single time it comes on, I gotta listen to it. And of course, I can't forget to mention Fozzy, his rock band. his rock band is freaking awesome. I want to see them in concert so badly when they come down to Florida. But yeah.
Well, you never know. I mean, they might do concerts now because it isn't really a wrestling show anymore. So.
True, I guess. But that's why Chris Jericho's my number 9. Okay, now we're moving down to number 8. And this guy is the face of wrestling back in the 90s. This guy was the most popular, the most liked, the most everything. Pretty much everywhere you saw wrestling, you thought of this guy. And of course, I'm talking about what? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I'm gonna drink some beers. I'm gonna drive that some bitch there.
That's right. So many memorable moments from him. I mean, him and his feud with Vince McMahon is easily the best feud of all time.
Him and Mr. McMahon, and him and The Rock.
Best feud of all time.
Yep.
I mean, there's so many great moments. I mean, him driving the cement truck, pouring cement in the Corvette, the Zamboni, the beer truck where they drove the beer truck and they squirted beer, the hose.
The monster truck.
Truck.
This one made me laugh is when he beats the shit out of him in the hospital.
Oh yeah, bedpan with the bedpan.
He smacks him in the face with a pen. He's like, oh, it's gonna hurt me. I was gonna hurt me. And he shoves something up somewhere. See, that's what's cool because they did a lot of backstage stuff. You know? That's what made it so unique and it was edgy. You know, whenever they do stuff backstage now, it's just interviews.
Pretty much.
That just nowhere. They pull all the stops, and that's why. That's why it was so entertaining because it took itself, it expanded outside the ring, and he was a good accomplice for that.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, and of course, the shirt, Austin 316. Austin 316 says, I just whipped your ass. Just so many great matches with him and The Rock and Kurt Angle and Triple H and pretty much anybody.
It's just unfortunate what happened in '97 with his neck.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he got that issue with his neck. He is, however, I've been told that he is training to possibly make a one-time only appearance.
There is a room. I don't know if it's true or not because I think WrestleMania, not this WrestleMania, but the WrestleMania after in 2016, is this supposed to be taking place in the Texas Stadium?
In Dallas?
Yes.
Jerryland?
I've heard that might be there, and I think Austin wants a piece of it.
What is that, 33?
Yeah.
33?
No, wait, 30. No, this one's going to be 31. It's going to be 32.
Okay, 32.
Yeah.
So
over 100,000 people.
Yeah, I was hoping they were going to do that at 33 to make it the 30-year anniversary of the all-time attendance record.
Oh yeah, it's still old in Pontiac, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, back to Stone Cold. He was the best on the mic, in the ring, back in the 90s. He was pretty much the face of the Attitude Era, and that is the reason why he is my number 8.
My number 8? Oh yeah, it's the Macho Man. I mean, this guy had a style. I mean, also he was, and I had to bring this up because he's arguably in the greatest Intercontinental match of all time. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Macho Man. And he is, I want to say, underutilized, but I wish WWE used him way more than he should have. Because this guy was one of a kind. I mean, he had his own style, own unique presence, and just the charisma behind it. Obviously, the backstage politics with Hogan and that, but other aside, Macho Man, he went to WCW, couldn't blame him. And the one thing that pisses me off is I wish he was in the Hall of Fame. Why isn't he in the Hall of Fame?
He will be.
I think it has something to do with family issues because he wanted his whole family in the Hall of Fame. But, it's a shame that he's not there yet.
He will.
Macho Man, number 8, man. You can't go wrong with Macho Man, the lovely Elizabeth, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Number 8, Macho.
Okay, now that brings us to number 7. Right? All right, number 7. And why don't you give me your number 7 first?
Number 7, he is my favorite wrestler in WCW. Because I I think he's arguably the strongest wrestler we have ever seen. I'm talking about Goldberg.
Oh, the man.
The man, the beast. He lives up to the hype. And, you know, they booked him perfectly. He comes out, he doesn't say a word. You know, nobody knows who he is. And then he's just going through people like they're fucking tinfoil. Probably the most memorable thing I've seen is when he jackknifes the Big Show.
Oh, damn.
It wasn't like you know how some people can body slam? Motherfucker picked him up and held him up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goldberg, the only thing that makes me bad is WWE didn't utilize him well.
No.
You know, I mean, he had a 1-year contract, and
they didn't utilize a lot of those WCW guys.
No, Diamond Dallas Page is that's probably the biggest one for me.
No, I'd say Scott Steiner.
Ooh, that's another good one. I don't blame Steve for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Goldberg. Obviously, you know, yeah, you got the taser, you know, because Kevin Nash, that's how he books things. But yeah, that guy is a real shit kicker, and I wish he would have done better in WWE. But you know, he left the company because it wasn't fun for him anymore.
Yeah.
You know, this is where it turned out to be, and he was right. But yeah, the man Goldberg, and I wish. If there was any match, I wish him and Steve Austin. That's like a dream match. But that didn't happen. So number 7 is Goldberg.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't see another Lesnar Goldberg thing like that fiasco at 20.
Oh my God, 20 would have gone so well if it wasn't for that. Even Steve Austin couldn't even save it.
No, not even that.
Jesus.
Not even the dude in the crowd dressed up as Hogan.
Worst fucking match in WrestleMania history.
Biggest shit stain of all time.
Oh my God.
My number 7 is we gotta look at the list. All right, my number 7 is a guy that I have the most respect for out of anybody in the wrestling business of all time. This guy was a former Olympic gold medalist. This guy was he won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. I'm of course talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Kurt Angle. You know, he also got shit canned by WWE, especially.
Yeah. He lied.
He lied.
He could leave the business.
Yeah, and then he went to TNA.
I wish he would. Man, with his skills, he's too old to do it now. I wish he went into MMA.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You ever seen the movie Warrior?
Oh, of course. Of course, that's one of my favorites.
Even though it was in Sharknado, but that's a whole different story.
Sharknado 2. Yeah, but aside from Kurt Angle's acting ability, his wrestling skills are top notch. He is easily top 5 greatest of all time when it comes to technician.
According to WWE, he's only in the top 30. He's not even in the top 30. Nope, according to them. Bullshit.
Screw them. Yep, screw them. But yeah, he could have a great match with anybody.
My favorite match of his is, well, there's 2 of them. Lesnar and Angle, and him and Shawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite match of his.
Mm-hmm.
That's a match I can literally watch over and over.
Yeah, definitely. My favorite his would probably be the where he was in the 6-person Hell in a Cell.
Oh, Armageddon?
Armageddon, Hell in a Cell. It was him. It was Taker. It was Rock, Austin,
The funny thing is, he actually
Triple H,
won.
and Rikishi too.
Oh, great match.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this guy is a wrestling machine.
Hell yeah.
He is a machine, and I really wanted to put him higher, but for what was it? For nostalgia reasons, he's my number 7. So yeah, and I guess we'll cut this part, and we'll see you back for part number 3.